The FBI raided the Orange Man's house. That's an event. That's a news story. It's an event that took place. But at what cost? Well, Eric Trump is telling us, he's warning us that there is a severe cost to this and that there's going to be more mass shootings happening as a result of the FBI raid on Donald Trump. And so let's find out.
This doesn't happen. I know, Greg, I know this apparatus very well, as you do. This does not happen without presidential consent. You know the White House knew. Mark my word, they're out there today saying that no one in the White House knew. This was 100%, mark my word, directed by the White House. This is a political hit on my father. They know Biden's floundering in the polls. He's doing absolutely horrible. And so what do? They put on a stunt like this. And, you know, I want everybody to remember, God forbid, I hate having to say this, but if there's ever another terrorist attack in this country, if there's ever another school shooting in this country, the next time you see a serial killer in this country, I want everybody to remember that the FBI spent all their resources going into Mar-a-Lago to look for, you know, effectively records for a public library, you know, rather than being focused on China, who's ripping off America every single day, rather than being focused on the threats that plague this country.
Okay. So first of all, the FBI put all their resources into Mar-a-Lago, like every FBI agent, right? They got the memo. We got to go to Florida. Why? Don't worry, you'll know when we get there. And it's like an action movie, right? Like there's a montage of every Fed, like, putting on their fucking sunglasses, you know? Like, hold up. Like, every Fed, right, it shows them waking up, reading their phone, and then it's like, you know, and then they go down to fucking Florida, they meet up, and it's every single one. All of them went down there, right? And then they're like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go raid Donald Trump. And then they spend 6 months planning it out. Every federal agents in Florida, they're just all planning. It's gotta be perfect. And then Eric Trump is like, oh, well, look at all the terrorist attacks that do you know, like, what the FBI does? Like, does this guy, the FBI investigate China? China? Do you know what the FBI does? Like, are you aware it's a federal police force? Why the fuck would a federal police force be going to China? What? Like, I don't know, man. You got the CIA and FBI, like, mixed up? Like, what? You know what I mean?
Terrorism that wants to come in here, Al-Qaeda, you know, the Taliban, so many other people who want to destroy our way of life, extremists who want to destroy our way of life. The FBI, because of Joe Biden and because of this incompetent administration, has weaponized the system to go after their political rivals. And that's their priority versus keeping this country safe. I want everybody to remember that, because you better believe we're going to see one of these instances again, and it's going to be because their eye was off the ball.
That is a devastating way to put it, and I hadn't thought about it that way.
No, I don't think anyone thought about it that way, but anyway, Eric Trump really telling us what we need to hear is that the FBI put all their resources in on it when they should have been going after China. So, if Donald Trump retakes the White House, I hope that the first thing he does is he directs the FBI to go to China. Hey, as someone who's not a huge fan of the FBI, send him to China. Sounds like a great idea for the rest of us. These people are so fucking stupid, dude. And you know what? I don't take pride in this, but I really hate to say it.
Only I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
It's not sending their best. Jesus. I'm going to cover this too because it's really good.